Well, that was very brief, just like all the men in my life.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 sexiest scenes in PG-13 rated movies.
You're different.
What do you mean?
It's the way you look.
I think I have a superhero stalker.
I was in the neighborhood. Nervous?
For this list, we'll be looking at the steamiest, juiciest, and sexiest scenes from movies that received PG-13 ratings. Do any of these risque scenes warrant an R rating? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Underwater, Across the Universe. A jukebox musical based on the music of the Beatles, Across the Universe's tagline is literally, "All you need is love." Nowhere is the affection felt more strongly than this scene, beautifully staged by everyone involved.
Because the world is round.
A choir laying in a field together sings "Because" before it cuts to lovers Lucy and Jude embracing, and then fades to them underwater, soon locking themselves around each other, and revealing a lot more than you could do in the 60s.
It makes me cry. Because the sky is blue.
Director Julie Taymor's blocking, with others swimming and dancing in the background, is sublime, and the passion between actors Evan Rachel Wood and Jim Sturgis is fully present. Number 9. Cry to Me, Dirty Dancing. Despite its provocative title, Dirty Dancing kept things clean enough to receive a PG-13 rating and become a hit. However, if there was one scene that threatened to tip it into R-rated territory, it's this one. When Jennifer Grey's baby tells Patrick Swayze's Johnny about her fears, including a life without him.
Most of all, I'm scared of walking out of this room and never feeling the rest of my whole life the way I feel when I'm with you.
She instructs him to dance to Solomon Burke with her, approaching his bare chest and moving in a very suggestive manner. The stars become very familiar with each other's bodies, and things eventually make their way into the bedroom. Dancing doesn't get much dirtier than this. Number 8. Bella and Edward, The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 1. After 3 films, the chance to see a love scene between protagonist Bella Swan and vampire Edward Cullen was something twihards were massively craving. They got it in the 4th and penultimate film, Breaking Dawn Part 1. On their honeymoon, Kristen Stewart's Bella and Robert Pattinson's Edward do what you expect people to do on their honeymoon. However, Bella's human status means an act of intimacy with Edward could prove deadly.
Calm down,
Are you out of your mind? Huh? You'll kill her!
That evening, they meet in the moonlit water and express their love for and trust in each other. Going back to their room, the newlyweds are shown up close and personal, with passion so intense it threatens to collapse the bed. Thankfully, everyone survives. Number 7. Catwoman licks Batman, Batman Returns. Many films have successfully refuted the idea that superhero movies are just for kids, but one of the earliest examples is Tim Burton's second and, so far, final Batman movie, Batman Returns. After a struggle that leaves Michael Keaton's caped crusader on his back and struggling to catch his breath, Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman positions herself on top of him and goes in for a very special kind of kiss, lapping up her tongue all the way to the nose of his mask.
Mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it.
But a kiss can be even deadlier if you mean it.
Batman looks absolutely stunned by what just happened, but he soon licks his lips, indicating some level of satisfaction. Hey, leather just does it for some people. Keaton and Pfeiffer also had dated previously, so maybe some of that chemistry was still alive.
No hard feelings.
Actually, semi-hard, I'd say.
Number 6. Bond and Jinx. Die Another Day. James Bond has had lots of memorable bedroom escapades, but none are as hot as this one, between Pierce Brosnan's Bond and Halle Berry's Jinx Johnson in Die Another Day.
Magnificent view.
It is, isn't it? Too bad it's lost on everybody else.
007 and the NSA agent have a fateful encounter on the beach in Havana, initiated by Berry's transfixing emergence from the water. Playful back and forth between the two inevitably leads to a love scene with the kind of intensity you rarely find with a PG-13 rating.
You always this frisky.
I've been missing the touch of a good woman.
This being a Bond movie, what starts as a one-night stand becomes something a lot more complicated, with both Bond and Jinx trying to take down criminal Tang Ling Zhao.
Looks like we're going down together.
Not yet.
But this scene stands on its own as gorgeous, and even quite humanising for the famously suave spy. Number 5. Fight/love scene. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Imagine if you discovered your spouse of multiple years had the same job as you, and that job happened to be contract killing. Not only that, imagine you were tasked with killing them, culminating in a shootout in your suburban home. Everything between Brad Pitt's John and Angelina Jolie's Jane Smith was leading up to this moment. But the heat doesn't stop with the bullets. When the Smiths have each other facing down gun barrels, they realise neither of them can pull the trigger.
Can't do it.
Don't! Come on! Come on!
Instead of killing each other, they get livelier than they have in years. Their visible cuts and disregard for safety make this scene so exciting. Hey, whatever it takes to bring the spark back.
Like Sting?
Well, look at Sting's day job. Who else has 60 hours a week to put in the sack?
Number 4. Storm. The Notebook. Even when this Nicholas Sparks adaptation came out more than 15 years ago, it felt like a throwback to a different, more romantic era of movies.
It's like a dream.
However, the on-screen chemistry between stars Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling was so potent, it could make even the most jaded of hearts sing. After a severe downpour on a rowboat, heiress and nurse Ali asks her former beau, the lower-class Noah, why he never sent her any letters during their years apart.
I wrote you every day for a year.
You wrote me?
Yes. It wasn't over. It still isn't over.
Noah responds he sent more than a few, and the two share a kiss that still gives us goosebumps, leading to Noah bringing Ali inside to, let's say, dry off. We hope Ali enjoyed reading the confiscated letters after receiving them from her mother.
Tell me about the letters, Mother. Is it true?
Yes.
You watched me cry myself to sleep for months and months, and you never said anything.
Number 3. Pottery. Ghost. The scene that ruined pottery class for everyone is also one that we're a little surprised received a PG-13 rating. Artist Molly Jensen, played by Demi Moore, works at her pottery wheel with total concentration. The jukebox switches to the Righteous Brothers' Unchained Melody just before her boyfriend, banker Sam Wheat, played by Patrick Swayze, enters. Pretty soon, both of them find themselves getting their hands pretty dirty, but the way they kiss and look at each other suggests they wouldn't have it any other way.
Wait for me, I'll be coming home.
Surprisingly, Ghost was directed by Jerry Zucker, known for spoofs like Airplane and Top Secret, and this moment was spoofed in The Naked Gun 2.5 The Smell of Fear, directed by his brother David. Number 2. Upside Down Kiss. Spider-Man. We didn't expect the first Spider-Man movie's most memorable moment to be a kiss, While there are lots of exciting fights in the film, none are as iconic as this. After Tobey Maguire's superhero saves Mary Jane, played by Kirsten Dunst, from some assailants one rainy night, he dashes off, not wanting his maskless face to be exposed.
Wait!
He quickly pops back up, mask on, and hanging upside down. She begins to peel down his mask, stopping at his lips, and going from there. As much as we love this scene, we feel bad for Maguire, who reportedly had to deal with the sensation of water filling his nostrils while upside down.
You feel excited, and at the same time, terrified.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Sketching. Titanic. For more than a decade, James Cameron's Titanic was the highest grossing film of all time. The best way to explain its success? Everything you could look for in a movie, it had, including searing passion.
It's not up to you to save me, Jack.
You're right. Only you can do that.
Unhappily engaged Rose, played by Kate Winslet, invites Leonardo DiCaprio's dashing artist Jack into her stateroom to have him sketch her
Like one of your French girls.
specifically with only the Heart of the Ocean necklace on. Jack and the audience get a full glimpse of Winslet. Since the nudity appeared in a non-sexual context and clothes stayed on in a lovemaking scene between Jack and Rose, Titanic was able to maintain a PG-13 rating and become an absolutely timeless romance for viewers of all ages.
Thank you.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.